Well, the Democrats have a very nasty trick up their sleeve for Donald J. Trump, the former president of the United States, and not to mention running presidential candidate for 2024. Well, what they have in store for him is downright chilling. You see, a leading Democrat has just come out and stated very clearly that he believes Donald Trump will die in prison and, of course, will be indicted. So much to share in today's broadcast. You're going to want to hear it. But before I do, here's a quick break from my sponsor. Households across the United States are expected to face a cold and unaffordable winter this year as energy prices skyrocket. One new study has revealed that energy and electricity prices have risen 20% every year at best. At worst, many residents can expect to start paying as much as 43% more on their current bills. But the good news is you can afford these rip-off prices by checking out this amazing power-saving device at savepowerbills.com. This device can slash your power bills in your home by making the energy you use more efficient. This small device is so easy to use. All you have to do is plug it in an electrical outlet in your home, and it gets rid of that dirty electricity. You see, this little device has patented technology that allows your home to have more of a smooth, stable electrical current. This leads to an increase in efficacy and a reduction in that dirty electricity, which means less wasted power and, more importantly, lower energy bills in your home. If you want to save money for 2023, then don't hesitate on getting this product. And right now, all you have to do is go to savepowerbills.com. That's savepowerbills.com. And right now, by going directly to that link, you can get up to 50% off the product. This thing is absolutely amazing and has helped people all over the country. And in order to find out what you need for your home, they have recommendations for a small apartment, a medium home, and a small home. They are so confident that this is going to save money on your power bill, so much so that they are giving you 60 days to change your mind if you are not fully satisfied with the product. Now, that is an amazing deal. So go to savepowerbills.com right now and take advantage of up to 50% off and start saving money in your home today. If you want more information, it's found in the description box below. All right, back to the broadcast. So let's dive into this Democrat Trump derangement syndrome and the plans that they have for the former president and 2024 presidential candidate, Donald J. Trump. They absolutely are doing everything in their power to make him not run because they're scared that he's going to win and start exposing a lot of the corruption that they've been involved with, like, you know, the FBI, the CIA, big tech and mainstream media. But either way, I came across an article of what they actually intend for Donald J. Trump, and a congressman, a Democrat, is literally threatening that Donald J. Trump is going to spend life behind bars, aka he will die in prison. Take a look at where I found it. And this is on Newsweek.com. Trump likely to be indicted will end life behind bars, a congressman said. Now, the article goes on. Former President Donald Trump will likely be indicted and spend the rest of his life behind bars, Representative Jamie Raskin said Saturday. Now, Raskin is a Maryland Democrat who just so happened to serve on the House Select Committee investigating J6 2021 Capitol riot. Now, of course, the panel spent months probing Donald Trump's role in the insurrection that wasn't an insurrection, to the level that they even recommended to the DOJ that Trump get criminal charges. The panel last week referred Trump on 4 criminal charges to the Department of Justice and released a report into their findings. So what exactly are these charges that they referred to the DOJ? Well, they include the charges include inciting an insurrection, obstruction of Congress, conspiracy to defraud the U.S., and conspiracy to make a false statement, which, quite frankly, they pulled out of their keister via their Trump derangement syndrome, and they're really attempting to make something out of what I believe not to be anything, because he never stated that he wanted violence. Nowhere. He said peaceful protest, not violent insurrection and all of that. But either way, we already know that. I've shared a lot of that on Restricted Republic. But let's hone in specifically on what Raskin said about Donald J. Trump, because it really reveals the intent of these Trump derangement syndrome Democrats and how far they're willing to go for a former president. Take a look at that same article here. And it states, Raskin reflected about the significance of the report during an appearance on Yahoo News' Skullduggery podcast on Saturday. The Democrat lawmaker said he would be surprised if AG Merrick Garland did not indict Trump for his role in the riot, adding that it's so clear that the ex-president intended to interfere with the election certification. He goes on and he states, I do think it's very, very important that we establish that it's not just foot soldiers, but the kingpin who are prosecuted, Raskin said. And it's just wrong to send hundreds of foot soldiers to jail and leave the very clear kingpin unprosecuted. He expands that even further. There is just deep culpability from the very beginning in everything that Donald Trump did. I'm very serious about him facing the consequences and paying for the cost of his actions, Raskin said. He could spend the remaining days of his life behind bars, presumably with Secret Service agents. So, he makes a lot of point here. He says Donald Trump was the kingpin of this riot, which they're deeming an insurrection, which I don't believe it was in any way, shape, or form. However, we're lying at that situation, according to multiple Democrats. And so he says he's the kingpin. Well, there's no evidence that has come out stating that it was his idea and his going forward to do something like that. Nothing yet. Yet they're making that assumption on the president and pinning it on him either way. Second thing is he goes on to say that Donald Trump will spend life behind bars. Well, gee, Wally, that sounds more like a threat that it's like they're trying to find a crime to pin on him rather than him actually having committed a crime. They have run so many investigations on the former president of the United States. It's insane. Never has anybody been investigated to this level in the history as Donald J. Trump. I think there's 4 to 6 different investigations that he's facing right now from Trump derangement syndrome people. So they're literally trying to bankrupt the former president or indict him in some way so he can't run in 2024. But it's chilling when you learn the actual plan that they're willing to admit. I'm surprised they actually admit it. They want him to spend life in prison. They want him to die in prison. They want him to be jailed. Now, I personally do not believe Donald J. Trump will go to jail. I think if they do that, they're just going to incite more love for the former president of the United States, and it's really going to blow up in their face. That's why I don't think they will. Will they indict him? It's a possibility. I don't really know, how far that will go. I'm sure that will be a big court battle, but the good news is that the J6 committee withdrawed their bogus subpoena of the former president. Take a look here, and this is foxnews.com. J6 committee withdraws Trump's subpoena because, according to Trump, they knew he did nothing wrong. I can't say I disagree with him here. Now, there are other articles I want to show you on how some people do believe that he is going to be indicted. Take a look at this Newsweek article, Donald Trump's chances of being indicted in the new year. The article goes on to state former federal prosecutor and state elected attorney Michael McAuliffe told Newsweek that the chances that federal or even state charges will be brought against Trump as investigations move forward in 2023 are increasingly high. He said that while the lawmakers' referrals are a largely symbolic move that won't sway the decisions of the special counsel Jack Smith, who is overseeing the DOJ's 2 investigations into Trump, the House report will likely give prosecutors access to testimony that could lead to greater witness cooperation, which could in turn lead to more substantial evidence for the criminal charges. And of course, we've got a bunch of left-leaning articles saying, yeah, he's gonna go to prison, like this thing here, the Daily Beast, complete leftist article, by the way. It's over. Trump will be indicted. And of course, Raw story, another left. Bye-bye. Baby experts affirmatively conclude, yes, it's happening. Trump is getting indicted. So they're obviously blowing this out of proportion in every way, shape, or form. And God forbid he ever does go to jail. I would be afraid for his life. They'd Epstein him, and I would hope that's not the case. And then that would make him a martyr. So maybe they actually won't. But either way, there is this sycophantic love affair with Trump derangement syndrome on the left. It's insane. And of course, we know Donald Trump's got a big mouth. He says stupid things that he shouldn't, but we didn't elect him for that reason. We elected him because he wasn't a politician, and he actually helped out our country in a very good way. And I really hope, if he is elected or DeSantis is elected, that when they come back into office, that they actually do something about big tech, the FBI collusion, and all of that, and the FBI going after specifically conservatives. It just makes me sick to my stomach that anyone would allow that. I wouldn't allow that to the radical lefties either. But either way, wanted to get you all of that information. Please get on over to We're Forked Up, my new channel, by the way. Subscribe to it. I just put out a new video. This didn't end well, or didn't end as she expected. And this is a video of Justice Knight and myself going out there and just having fun eating. We've got doggy days out, football Sunday. And in that report, you're going to at least want to watch like the 9:30-minute mark to about the 11:30-minute mark. You will be rolling on the floor laughing. Anyhow, I love all of you. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.